It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The hand to the running back. Plows through the defense. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Timeout. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing from that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Red pass, it's complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Barnett. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And you have chances like that. When you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt. And I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's White. Nice job by the kickoff team. He stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Grab behind the line, it's Frazier. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Wide open spaces. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Frazier. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's White. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the big fella. Turning on the Jets. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man, it's White. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll go to the toss. Oh, a lot of space. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And, man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Georgia going up tempo.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. Fights off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, this offense has started the season off on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sayed. Got it in the middle, it's White. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. Under fire. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in, it's Taylor. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Sin. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. These corners backing off a bit. Unleashes one. That one's going to keep him away tonight as he just missed it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here comes the heat. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's loose. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Finds the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Works the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat.
It's a running room. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Sends it back in motion. They believe they can run right here. And he gets it to the 45
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And the Dogs are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. To the air, it's Barnett. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the 4th. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. And you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. The sure hands. It's White. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide open spaces. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. The give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Smith. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Sayin. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. He'll bring it out. It's White. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The throw. Working that left side now. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Power football with the run. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got time here to take a shot or 2, but they need to be smart. They're already in field goal range. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. It's complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. It's a flea flicker. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We'll get it started here in overtime. To throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab on the back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 1st and 10 for Georgia as we start overtime. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to throw on third. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He is stopped short on 4th down. They'll turn it over and we'll play another overtime.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
1st down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the